time to dive in. About to dive into the juice phrase. I call it the phrase that pays. Step number 4. If I would you. See, this question has been my secret weapon for a very long time. I'm talking about a long, long time. It's by far the most powerful phrase that I've come across in building a large and successful marketing organization. So I need you to pay attention to these steps. I'll give you an example. If I gave you a video, would you watch it? Here's another example. If I gave you a link to a webinar, would you attend? Here's another one. Hey, if I gave you a video link to a complete presentation, would you check it out? Here's one more. If I invited you to an invitation-only conference call, would you listen in? See, this question is so powerful, and for a number of reasons. Now, the first reason it's so powerful, it's reciprocal. You're saying, hey, you'll do something if they'll do something. As human beings, we're hardwired to respond positively to situations like these. Number 2, it puts you in a place of power. You're the one in control. You're not begging. You're not asking for favors. You're simply offering a value exchange. And the third thing is this. It implies that you have something of value to offer. You're saying, hey, I'll do something, but not unless the other person does something in exchange. See, when you value what you have, people will respect you. Now, when I first started, I didn't know about this magical question. I just said things like, I really need you to check this out for me, or I really need you to make the time to do this, etc., etc. You can imagine the results that I got. They weren't good. See, the whole psychology of that approach is weak. But if you use, if I would you, you're now having a business conversation. If you're using, hey, I really need you, you sound desperate. And desperation is not attractive. Now, if you've used this approach already, then you already know what I'm talking about. If I would you get results, it gets people to say yes. It helps prospects to see and understand what we have, but in a totally different light. Remember, your goal is to educate and to provide understanding. If I would you helps us to achieve this goal. So if you start the call with urgency, compliment the prospect, made the invitation, and ask if I would you, the answer should be yes, almost 100% of the time. Now, you can go to step number 5, which we'll go over next. Now, if they ask for more information first, just respond with this. Look, I understand you want more information, but everything that you're looking for is on that video link that I'm going to send to you, or that website that I'm going to send to you, etc. See, the fastest way for you to really understand what I'm talking about is for you to review that material. So if I gave it to you, would you review it? If they say no, then thank you for the time. Hasta luego, papi. But also go over steps 1 through 3 to see how you could have done better in that approach. But remember, do not, and I repeat, do not give your material to them. So go through the first 4 steps. If the people say yes, they've agreed to review your tool, does that mean that they'll follow through? In fact, nah. In fact, only 5% of your prospects will actually do what they said they'll do. Now, to get closer to 80%, you're going to have to complete the invitation process professionally. Step number 5, confirmation number 1. Get the time commitment, people. Now, you've asked if I would you, and they said yes. The next step is to get the time commitment. So, when do you think you can watch the video link for sure? Or when do you think you can listen to the webinar for sure? When do you think you can view the online presentation for sure? Or when do you think you can jump on a conference call for sure? When do you think you can jump on the 3-way call for sure? Remember, don't suggest a time for them. That's another mistake I made early on in my career. Just ask the question and wait for them to respond. See, this question makes them think about their schedule and their commitments. Find a place to review your tool and to communicate that back to you effectively. In other words, it makes it, the only thing that matters is that they give you a time. It doesn't matter what that time is. let them think about their schedule and tell you when they have reviewed the materials for sure. Now, 90% of the time, they'll give you an answer. The other 10% of the time, they'll be super vague, like, hey, I'll try to do it sometime tomorrow. If they do it, say, look, bro, I don't want to waste your time or mine. Why don't we just lock in the time in that we know that you've seen it for sure? Remember, they've already said in step 4 that they'll review it. This is just confirming the time. The key to all of this is that they now said yes twice. The first time when they answered, if I, would you? The second time is when you receive the time commitment from them. So now you can give them the tool, right? Nope, you're not done yet, Poppy. Professionals take a few more seconds to complete a few more steps before they're finished. Now this takes us into step 6, confirmation number 2. Confirm the time commitment. Now, if they told you that they'll watch your video by Wednesday night, your response should be like, hey, so if I call you on Thursday morning, that means you've seen it for sure, right? Now, if they say that they'll listen to that link that you sent them by Thursday morning, you'll say something like, so if I called you sometime on Thursday evening, that means you listened to it for sure, right? If they say that they'll watch the link or view the link by April the 31st, you say, so if I call you on May 1st, you would say that you've looked at it for sure, right? They'll either naturally say yes or they'll adjust their time slightly. In any case, the significance of step number 6 is now that they've confirmed 3 times, they're much more likely to follow through on that commitment. And the key is, this isn't an appointment that you set. It's an appointment that they've set. Now, they say that they'll review the material. They say that they'll do it by a specific time. And if you call them after that, they said that they would have reviewed the material. You asked the questions. Their answers made the appointment.